suckers. Just throw it in the air, so throw it for the damn suckers. Do it.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so that you may be able to receive every notification that comes from the channel, and you'll get the uploads. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins and the serious knee injury that he took the other night on Monday night. And let's get into it, man. Tyreek Hill, a nasty freak injury happened to one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. Tyreek Hill is one of the most electrifying wide receivers I've ever seen in my life. Anytime this kid gets the ball in his hand, he can create damage on the field into any defense. But this time, Tyreek Hill has gone down with a gruesome knee injury that pretty much he dislocated his kneecap. And to be able to see that on national TV, that looked, it looked gruesome. It looked painful. It looked like it hurt. But I think more importantly, man, Tyreek Hill probably just went into a shock. When you see something like that happen to yourself, the only thing that you can think about is what is the worst that can happen after this. Because Tyreek Hill is definitely one of them dudes, man, that keeps his body in tip-top shape. And he is probably ready to approach another 1,000-yard season. And looks like he'll be done for the remainder of the season. But he has had a successful surgery. The surgery has now been completed. I think he got the surgery on Tuesday, and it's now been completed. So basically, Tyreek Hill will be rehabbing, and we'll figure out, man, where we will go from here with Tyreek Hill. You know, if he wanted to end his career right now, he could. Pretty much, I remember a couple seasons ago, Tyreek Hill was talking about how he wanted to play like 10 seasons in the National Football League and then decide to do something else. So we're gonna see if this is the end of Tyreek Hill or will he make a strong comeback, because it's looking like his agent Rosenhaus is saying that Tyreek Hill is shooting to come back in 2026. So we know that he's gonna be done for the remainder of the season, and it's gonna be nothing but pure rehabbing for him at this point. So we definitely wish him nothing but a Godspeed recovery, and wishing him and his family the best, because going through a gruesome injury like this is no joke, especially when you tear a lot of your ligaments in your knee. That is going to take some time to be able to come from. But if anybody can come from it, I definitely think that Tyreek Hill can come from overcome this and get on top of it. And I definitely think that he can shoot to come back to play next season. He will be 32 years of age, but at the same time, the dude is still good, you know, and especially when you're a guy like Tyreek Hill that you play with nothing but twitch and nothing but using your speed, then definitely, man, you're gonna definitely want your knees to be in tip-top shape. So hopefully, man, he'll be able to make a great recovery. But I remember this happened to another player that didn't really get a chance to play in the National Football League. I don't think you guys remember. You might remember Marshawn Lattimore, who played for South Carolina. I remember in a game where he got hit with a helmet in his knee, and he pretty much suffered a dislocated kneecap as well. And it was a gruesome injury. It was gruesome to look at. It's the same thing as Tyreek Hill's, but he was able to recover, and he got drafted, I believe, and he was supposed to go in the earlier rounds, but I think he ended up getting drafted like in the 4th round from the San Francisco 49ers, but he never ended up playing. So, you know, I mean, hopefully, man, Tyreek Hill will be able to bounce back from this, man, and things of that nature. But definitely, he has had a wonderful career. If it's an end for Tyreek Hill, he's over 11,000 plus yards receiving with 83 touchdowns. That is not bad at all, especially when you are a guy that gets it done by your speed. But Tyreek Hill, shout out to him and his family. Wishing him the best with this recovery. And definitely I think that he will return in 2026. Don't know when he'll return, but it depends on how the rehab goes as well. And he's going to be probably aiming to come back next season. But we'll see what happens, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to be about how his body performs and what he's thinking mentally. Because sometimes you can mentally check out. Even though you're doing rehab, you still could end up mentally rechecking out of the game of football and just saying pretty much, hey, man, I don't want to keep going through this. The brutal seasons. You know, football is a gladiator sport, and it's a brutal sport, especially with the training in the off season and things of that nature, keeping your body in shape, being able to be in football shape as well. So he got a lot of things that he's going to have to overcome, but I definitely think that he'll be able to do it. But at the end of the day, man, shout out to Tyreek Hill, man, one of the best wide receivers and electrifying wide receivers that I've ever seen in my life. And I wish the dude nothing but the best to be able to recover from this type of injury. And shout out to the Miami Dolphins. Hopefully they can continue to keep winning, try to win some football games. But shout out, man, to Tyreek Hill. All right, guys, I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here. Peace.